The story from my angle. Yeah, okay. When Muyo wants to shoot movies, when he wants to shoot skits or whatever, he tells me about it. So when we're done with Smile, he told me about inspiration I was getting from a song. I think it was Devil Doesn't Bargain. So he told me about it and it was like he needs a script. So he gave it to Lolu. Lolu's a very creative guy, by the way. So he gave it to Lolu to write. Lolu was done with the script. He sent it to me in church. That's when I got the script. I got the script in church. And I was reading through the scripts in church. I couldn't wait to see how I was gonna write it. So I got the script in church and I was like, bro, 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 this script is crazy. So we got to structure a time to shoot shoot the movie. We got to get a time. We got a time to structure to shoot the movie. Then I had to like prepare myself to play Michael. And Michael was not actually hard for me to play because it was though the part that there's some parts that are not so easy, but mostly it was also hard for me to play because of my personality. So it wasn't so hard. Yeah, that's pretty it.
Yeah, the bargain from my own angle. It was concert was since last year. So I woke up to Lulu, I messaged him like, guy, let's do something very crazy. Though the concert is for me, but I cannot write down that kind of scripts. The guy is very good at that. So just from there, days, months, but it was time taking to get that kind of story. Then from there to Benedict, my guy, every time back to back. So later we fixed a date. But the bargain was I don't know, but from the song the devil doesn't bargain. That it's I just want to write something. Don't let me say crazy, but something very different. Yeah, something very different, and we thank God that it was perfect.
So sometimes last year, Muyo reached out to me and said he had this idea in his head. He was talking about how someone is having a conversation with the devil, a young man is having a conversation with the devil, and wanted to put something together. So he told me like I should come up with the script. And immediately I started thinking. A couple of weeks after, I still did not have anything. And then it just struck me that if we are talking about the devil, when the devil is involved, you already know that something is about to go down. So I had to go back to the books. Of course, I had to go back to the Bible, and that was actually where it all came from. That was actually where the inspiration came from the thing that transpired between God and the devil in heaven before it was cast down, and that was where I started writing from, and I was able to put one or two things together, and the bargain was born, and you know, here we are.
Where you taking from?
Action.
When I was close down.
After I was cast down, I knew I had to feel this part of it with me. After I was cast down, I knew I had to feel this hate with a part of me. Calmness I found. You never beat chaos into solace.
But you did not own everything, did you? You did not own it all outright, did you?
Joseph, I've been scripted. What are you talking about?
Action.
But you did not own everything, did you? You did not own it all outright, did you?
I own everything down here.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Start again.
I said I
own
own.
everything. You
I become available.
Camera rolling, then scripting.
my show, get
Camera rolling.
Stop.
It was not supposed to be.
I am finally home. You see, I didn't care much about the judgments in the aftermath because I am here. I own this earth and this is my home. You know what? That was his worst. You see, I am Bami Kale.
I don't care about my enjoyment in
After
the
once.
I already owned everything, Michael.
Okay.
That was enough for me. And that was his boss.
Yes.
If you do not let me help you, Michael,
Okay.
you can never find
Yes,
peace.
I have
You can
a
never
calmness way. Yeah.
So you get. Just take it from I didn't care for much about my enjoyment.
The aftermath.
Yes.
Bargain is more like a Christian movie, yeah, but not that. But there's spiritual meaning behind the bargain, though. So it's for me, it's a Christian movie.
The bargain is. I've always been of the opinion of not always making Christian movies or gospel movies. I don't know what to call it, archaic, cliche, but I would say the bargain is actually Christianic. But the nature in which we structured the movie, I don't know how to put it well, but the nature of the movie, you will not know that it's Christianic, but it actually is.
Is it a Christian movie or not? The core of the message, in depth, at the center of it, it's Christianic. We cannot underemphasize that it's a Christian movie. But the way it was delivered is not the regular, we didn't deliver it like the regular Christian movie. It's not in the standards of the regular Christian movies that we know. So while we're trying to reach out to a particular audience that might not understand the whole church vibe, the whole spiritual vibe, we're also trying to package a message for them in a way that they'll be able to understand. And that was how we delivered it. That was how we gave birth to the bargain.
Action.
I wanted a June. Why are you even asking me this? It's in your precious little book, right? Every little details. You have it all scripted there. All I wanted was a June and you cast me out. End of story.
Not to blow my but I have a degree in psychology from the Institute of Minds and Thoughts, a degree in diplomatic systems from the Institution of Heaven's Gates. And whilst I was at Minds and Thoughts getting my psychology degree, I also got my law degree from the Institution of Missouri at the same time.
Wow.
Right now, I get this sorted out. I'm enjoying the vibe.
Was intentional. I told you earlier on that my father is a power-driven narcissist. A maniac, egomaniac, man. See, let me tell you something.
Cut.
Continue now.
Make that one.
Cut. Oh, gosh.
In 3,
Action.
Now you are talking. Sorry, thank you.
Start again. Put the hand and start again. Rotate.
That's how you go.
Action.
Now you are thinking like a 3D.
Two rolling. Sweat.
Be in character.
Two rolling. Rotate.
Wait.
Action.
Now you are thinking like a 3D ruler.
Yeah.
Rotate. Action.
Now you are thinking like a 3D ruler.
Oh, they are fucked. We're not done yet, you see. I think you are the Gomeliku bastard.
You can say that again, man.
I think I should leave already. I did not know you were broken beyond redemption. I did not know you were beyond repair. I thought I could pull you out of the darkness into the light. But your darkness is devouring you.
You seem to use idols, don't you? Sit down.
I'm not going to sit down.
I said sit down!
Excuse me. Wait.
It builds you into perfection, but you still fell. It big man into imperfection. But here we stand. You see, after you fell, I don't think that
I understand. I understand. Okay, so personally, yeah, the impact of my character, which is being the writer, it required me to do a lot of digging, like into scary places. Because when you write things like that, things questioning the past, things questioning the present, things questioning even the future, if you don't have a very solid foundation in this kind of things, in spiritual things, you might begin to ask questions, you might begin to go into places that are dark. So that was like the personal effect that it had on me. It made me question a lot of things. But I'm glad I'm still standing.
Well,
Yeah.
for me, the I think it normally is going to have a positive effect because I think it strengthens my faith. Like it should normally when you watch it, it should actually strengthen your faith. So it did that for me reading the script, and also there are some negative effect because Michael had to smoke. I think he bought a pack. He bought a pack of cigarettes.
Yes, the part.
We finished the pack. I was having chest pain after personally, so that's basically it.
Yeah.
So my own personal impact is just about the editing because I was the editor of Bagging, and Bagging is almost a year now, just coming out. Almost a year, like takes time, and I know this is not just a physical thing; it's something spiritual, way spiritual like that. So, but we thank God, and again for many people, I have to undergo cutting my hair. Like this, I think this is large lines like I'm going to read. Yes, for taking a long dialogues like this is the first time I'll do it, and just two-man drama. So just watch the Bagging when it's out.
Why did we have a delay? Why was the
I
production
swear.
delay? Why was it
Yeah.
delayed? It was supposed to have
Who
dropped
was the
last
ass?
week.
The delay is about lights basically, and I think this is just it's not ordinary. It's kind of spiritual. So we just have to
Yeah.
pray and fast everything like that. But we thank God, sha.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. And then seriously guys, I really need you guys to go and watch because the rate at which these guys delivered the lines, no, it was not. It was not. If you saw the script, maybe one of these days we just upload the script online and you guys will if you saw the bulk of what they had to store in their heads,
There was a point that I forgot my script. You have to read it.
it was
I will
crazy.
say it. Read. Say it.
It was a crazy journey. It was a sincerely,
I have my script under the table in the movie.
sincerely speaking. So kudos to those guys. Kudos to these guys. They really put in a lot of effort into making the Bagging work out.
Action.
Now you are thinking like a 3-degree ruler.
Yes, please, boy.
What's the big now?
From our hearts, not confidence.
Yeah.
I was telling Ben something yesterday about starting. For instance, now there's one place here we see.
Yes, that was
Oh
yeah, let's go.
Dream character. This is one of my dream character. This is like it was good. But for now I don't have any future dream character. But now this is one of I'm not back on that.
You have not recovered
I'm
from
not
it.
back on that.
Yes, you seem to use your skills now, of course. Now. Camera rolling, rotate, action.
You seem to use I a lot, don't you? Sit down.
I am not going to sit down.
I said sit down!
I am not going to sit down.
For me, yeah, my dream character is actually going to be Leonardo DiCaprio in The Great Gatsby, or maybe Wolf of Wall Street, because the core of the message for me in Wolf of Wall Street was how we had to deal with some highs and lows, So you have to transition from one particular character into another person. Someone who was extremely rich, and then he became extremely poor, and then he went from there to doing drugs, and then he still came out of that because, of course, now Wolf of Wall Street is a true life story. It actually happened to someone. So it will be a character where I have to deal with a lot of emotions and a lot of highs and lows. That would be a dream character for me, personally.
I like your charisma.
He's a model.
And you yearn for a feeling of. See, Michael, no number of degree can fill this up. I can set you free, Michael. You and I can help you.
You and I are not different. What cases is late going? We are taking from. I know why I hear Michael. I know why I hear Michael.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, take it from I don't cases is late. I know why I hear Michael. Yeah, the emptiness in you, because we're not that different. So I need to party. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Rotate. What is Jane they do like this now? Do you see?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah,
It was better on. Oh. Check out there.
Shape that was the music.
That's one now.
Let's go and put it.
Yeah.
What is one?
For me, I can't really lay a finger yet, but I have seen Matt Damon art, I've seen Leonardo DiCaprio art, I've seen Christian Bale art. And I'm thinking about Christian Bale in Thor is it Ragnarok? Is it Ragnarok? The last one.
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah,
That role was crazy because I don't think it was his usual self. It was really
Yeah.
crazy. It was like
Yeah.
he reached out to a dark place in his life.
Yeah.
It was dark place in his soul, and he had to like bring it out. That's really crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's still what I can still figure out for now, yeah.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
Kind of you.
Oh yeah, I will too.
Cut. Action.
You seem to use I a lot. Don't you? Sit down.
I'm not going to sit down.
I said sit down!
Cut. You are not easy here. Rotate. Action.
You seem to use I a lot. Don't you? Sit down.
I'm not going to sit down.
I said sit down!
That was too fast.
Choosing go. Action.
You seem to use I a lot. Don't you? Sit down.
I am not going to sit down.
I said sit down!
Are we good? Cut.
I'm into modeling. Sorry. I'm into modeling. I'm into acting. And I'm also a stylist. I'm a fashion stylist. Yeah. You still see a lot of acting from me, but I'm just going to be diving into different baskets, different rivers for now. But anything you see from me, just take jump on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's next for me? You know, content. I'll just keep putting out content. I'll just keep putting content out there. Of course, now if a project comes that I have to work with Moyo with, of course, and prepare it. Of course, now I'm definitely going to be I'm going to be involved fully. And of course, we're always writing. Actually, we're always juggling ideas.
Yeah.
We're always writing. We're always juggling ideas. Most of the time, the things that limit us is resources, and we will not always let that. We will not always let that hinder us. We didn't let that stop us from smile. We didn't let that stop us from the bargain. Of course, now. So as much as we can get, of course, now we are open to collaborations. We are open to sponsorship. So we're always writing. We're always going to be putting out content. So watch out for this channel. Watch out for this page. It's always going to be fun and interesting to engage. Yeah.
Okay. So what next? I don't want to say this, but there's a big project coming up this year.
Yeah.
Please just pray for us. We're open to sponsorship, to
Anticipate.
collaboration, so like that. So I'll still be out writing my story. Please contact me for your edits, all those like that skits. So kindly subscribe. That's how you can support us. Also,
Subscribe to this YouTube channel. You have to
Subscribe.
subscribe and like and share and
Turn
keep
on
subscribing.
notification.
Yeah, that bell, just follow us.
Just bam at
That's
once.
it.
And then someone was asking me that, is that the end of the bargain? Is that the end of the bargain?
Is it? Is it?
Okay. Anything can happen.
Cut.
Vibes. Ele man blush man, she man blushed.
You see, Lucy, you only thought about rebelling against him. Man actually did. But here we still stand. After you fell, see, it didn't come back for you. After you fell, see, that was the end for you. But that was just the beginning for man. All things are passed away, remember? You could not understand why he left the throne. I didn't even look at you after you faltered. Action! They were never supposed to find themselves, to see. They couldn't even if they tried. That was why he came back with them. You can live the rest of your life knowing no one came back for you. Ah! You can live the rest of your life knowing no one came back for you.